Our cabin was built in 1830, or at least that's what I've always heard. It's been in the family for generations, and I've spent a lot of time there over the years. I've heard strange stories about the place, none of them outright terrifying, but unsettling enough to make you think twice. Apparently, a few children had died nearby, long before I was born. The area around the cabin is mostly forest, with power lines running through it, but I always heard that the deaths happened about 20 years after the cabin was built, which would have been around the 1850s. I didn't really pay much attention to the stories when I was younger. I was more interested in being outside, exploring, and just having fun. One evening I was about 11 years old. It had been a long day. I'd been fishing by the lake and riding the ATV through the trails. It was getting late, and the sun was starting to dip behind the trees, casting long shadows across the yard. I was in the kitchen, trying to decide whether I should go out for a quick walk in the woods. There's a small sandbank near the edge of the forest, just a little hill that you can see from the house, and I'd planned to head that way. As I stepped outside, I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. At first, I thought it was just the light playing tricks on me, or maybe an animal moving through the trees. But no, it was a figure standing at the top of the sandbank. I paused, squinting into the growing darkness. I could see the shape of a person, but something about it felt off. They were just standing there, motionless. I could make out the outline of old clothes, something from another time, worn and faded, as though it didn't belong in this world. I thought maybe it was someone from the village, just a local kid or a neighbor. But then I noticed something that chilled me, the figure's eyes. They were completely black, no light, no pupils, just dark, empty eyes staring right at me. I wasn't sure if it was my imagination or if I was just overtired, but the feeling of dread that washed over me was instant and suffocating. I didn't move. I couldn't. My heart started racing, my whole body frozen in place. After what felt like an eternity, I snapped out of it and turned on my heel, sprinting back into the cabin without looking back. The next morning, I went out again, hoping it had all just been some kind of trick of the light. I walked over to the sandbank, my heart still racing. There was nothing there, no sign of anyone, no footprints, nothing to explain what I had seen. The ground was undisturbed, and the place felt normal again. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off about that night. I don't know what it was I saw, but to this day, I can't explain it. Whatever it wasn't something that belonged in the forest. Maybe it was just my imagination playing tricks on me, but the memory of those black eyes still haunts me.